everybody, this is technically day one, but this is setup day because I literally just came out of work, jumped in the shower because it was really hot and humid for some reason today, and we got a returner here.
Hello.
Hello. He's going to be helping me this con with Lee. So we've got two returners. So we'll see you all there and we'll show you what it looks like once we set up or once we get there. Hi everybody, this is James back Lost Soul. So I've done mostly myself. I forgot my magnets and that, so I can't put my prints up yet. So that has to be done tomorrow. Oopsie. As you can see, my sign's here, and we'll see you all tomorrow with Dark Nova, as known as. Now you can put a face to the name. He's Dark Nova. He's the naughty boy. He's the drunk bastard. I'll see you later. Hey everybody. Yeah, so I'm getting ready, obviously today, and we are just about to head out the door. So as soon as I go through this door, we're going to exit. See you there. Guys, I walked through my magic door from my home, and now I've walked into Excel, like I said, and then these two numpties came with me. So I don't know how that happened. Anyways, guys, we're going to be setting up, and then Lee, hello. We're going to be setting up, and then we'll see you all there. Hi everybody, it's a little bit slow so far, but people are showing a lot of interest. Look at poor Andrew here. He's just getting fed up by shit because I keep kissing him behind the screen, you know. Behind the screen, we just had a little huggy. And then we got this guy, you know, I keep harassing him, but he's going to say he's going to sue me for something called harassment. Again, was with S at the beginning. Anyways, we'll see you all later. Just going for lunch now. Been a bit quiet so far. Hopefully things might pick up later on or tomorrow. But I'm actually really enjoying myself. The community's wonderful, the staff are wonderful, and hi everybody, this is the end of the day vid. Here's Lee, there's Andrew. We sold literally 16 books, wasn't it? 17 books. GB Magnet and a GB Magnet offer, so it went a lot more better than expected, especially it was dead this morning. We were busy, like, mentally, what was it, halfway through the day? Near the end-ish. But yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow. Hi everybody, day 3, and it's really, really quiet in here. I mean, like it's super quiet. I've never seen Excel so quiet. So fucking weird, isn't it, Lee?
Yeah, never seen it like this before.
Nah, like, this is the weird thing about cons. When we get here early before everyone else, it gets really quiet, and it's always super weird. It feels like we're in a haunted place. Anyways, hi everybody. So we're here now. We literally got set up, and I think we're one of the first here, aren't we, Andrew? He's with us again, and he got leaves just literally over the table. Somewhere under the table, he's giving me you know what. Anyways, love you. So I thought we'd have a little walk around before we get started, see who's around, because I think we're literally, by the way, check out a friend of mine, Ben Kefka. He's an absolutely brilliant bloke, absolutely nice bloke, and all that. So we're gonna have a look. So we've got this lovely artist here. Got some really cool stuff. Hey, check out this. Right, David Stevenson stuff. Look at that. I like the little Gundam dude in the hoodie. It's pretty cool. But yeah, no, actually, I really love this con, right? And for the reason being, you don't see just prints and that. You see people's actual 3D works around here, and like their own T-shirts. Got some like some scars, patches, and that. Like, look at this. Like, check that out, right? This is like an actual independent artist that do 3D stuff. I've never seen this stuff. Well, I very rarely see stuff like this at like MCM Comic Con, let alone you know, look at all that. Check that out. So that one is Eep. So yeah, check this one out. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I thought I'd give you a little walk around for a couple of minutes, show you what's around and stuff like that, right? These little guys, right? These artists kind of drawn them themselves, but you could buy these little models. You could do whatever you want artistically with them. Right, look at all these. So just to give you who they are, look at that. That is super, like, look at that skateboard, man. That's pretty cool. So we're just having a walk around to see who's around, like, you know, artist-wise. Obviously, as you, on my social media posts, we got Sam Dunn, who I actually know her husband through my work, so that's pretty cool. So just see what other artists are around here. Right. Yeah, so yeah, got some jewellery. Someone makes their own jewellery. Like I say, you never see that. MCM, like Artist Alley, like you see a lot of illustrators and that, which is cool. But you never see people who make, like, you know, coffee stands, all this little cool little touch stuff. This is what I mean. Like, it's, even though it's a really small con, I really love the vibes. Like, you can see, like, the passion that goes into these things. Oh, I have to do something really cool. Do you mind if I show you on this? Because this is for my my Dcon video. So, check this out. Right. Hello. Who are you guys? Introduce yourselves.
Yeah, I'm come from Hong Kong designer. My name is Tommy.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm Iris.
And you created all these yourselves?
Yeah. Here is my design, the animals friendly.
There we go.
The rabbit and the giraffe.
Yeah. This is another Hong Kong designer project.
I love that.
Yeah, this is so cool.
That is really cool. I love, like, how bulky he is. I have to admit, like, I play D&D a lot, so I always like playing tanky characters. So he kind of resonates with me quite a bit. But that's really cool. And like I say, this is all made by you.
Yeah. Already only one.
Last one.
Last one.
Right, guys, go to his table, go online after the con. What's your website or social media?
Escape Studio.
Here's the
I found the QR code, so you can pause this video, take a nice picture of that.
And here's another one.
Oh look, there you go.
The QR code.
Already so well, and these two characters.
Yeah, this is really cool. Guys, you should be really proud of yourselves. You're awesome. Thank you for letting me film your stuff. Nice to meet you too. Bye bye. Seriously, you should check all these wonderful guys out. These people have worked so hard. Look, you've got some, like, look at these. Look, someone make their own dolls. Check that out. And look, you can commission this lovely person. But yeah, and that's the name. So if you want to pause the video. Anyways, guys, yeah, this is such an amazing con. And obviously you've got all, like, your bigger names here, like Unbox Industries. They're lovely lads. Go check them out. They do their own homemade stuff as well. Oh, they haven't got it on stand yet, but seriously, they're really cool. But hey, right. Morning. Yeah, I'm good. See, and everyone's so friendly here. Everyone is so goddamn friendly. So, if anyone wants to do Dcon, yes, it is a little bit expensive, which I'll talk about in the review at the end. But seriously, everyone here is so nice. Nice community. Go check it out. See you later. Window in the life of James Raven and me being certain people's DM in private. He's having a fucking shave in my look at him. Look at him. He doesn't care. He's having a shave. Look at him. Buddy, it's been a bit quiet today for us. Hopefully it'll pick up later on. But yeah, I've been having a good time. Spoke to a few different people, and hopefully things will pick up soon. See you later. Hi everybody, it's picked up a little bit. Sales are still really slow, but there you go. I get, because it's a small con, I guess that's the risk I took. So, but you know, I'm enjoying it, and I'm speaking to a lot of different people, and I'm actually generally enjoying the conversations with the people around here. So, at least there's a big plus side to it. So, yeah, it's pretty good actually. Like I said, I will be talking more into detail about all this sort of thing once, obviously, this end of the video, but there's some things I will be talking about, but nothing bad actually. I think I just got one little nitpick, but that's about it. Everything else, really nice, has potential to go really big if you play their cards right. See you later. Hi everybody, finished con. Sadly, we didn't make a profit. Sadly, we made our first loss ever, but do you know what? It was worth it for the people. It was worth it. It was a really nice con overall, I have to admit. It's got huge potential, but we'll talk about more at the end of the video where I just discuss a few things. But overall, good. I want to thank actually these guys here. They've worked their absolute asses off this weekend. Andrew, the Till Boy. No, I'm not saying that. I mean that affectionately. You were on it. Oh, you were absolutely fucking on it. Lee was the inventory guy. Literally, it was. I was about to do stuff because I'm so used to doing things myself, or just with me and Lee, or just me and one other person. They were so on it. I was like, oh, what do I do? And you guys just went, smile away. Smile away. Smile away, boys. Smile away. So I want to, obviously, seriously, you guys have been real help. Anyways, guys, this is goodbye from us. We'll see you later. It was going to be a skip, but they said they'll knock me out, so I won't do it. So see you later. This is James Vamp Loss off. Choose more scenes. We'll see you later. Bye. So now we go to the part of, I think this went well for me because I got to kind of express my thoughts and feelings at the end of the con. So what I'm going to do now is do the same thing, but I gave myself a little bit more time to process it instead of making a video like that. I think the reason why I did it for LFCC was literally there was a lot of things wrong. I was still and ahhing about my thoughts and feelings, plus other things happened afterwards. So I kind of wanted to wait and see what other things happened afterwards. No incidents from what I've heard, so that's pretty good. So we can get on with this review. Obviously, I'm going to do the same warning as before. Please remember, this is a constructive criticism for anything I say that might be wrong from my point of view. If I say what I've heard, I heard. If I say I know it's fact, then I know it's fact and I know it happened. So if you try and take this down for any reason, I have to do the same treatment for FCC because now what's happened with them, I have to now say this at the beginning of every review. I would have to take appropriate actions by going to Citizens Advice or trading standards. I'm really sorry guys, but trust me, that's the only thing that I'm going to say to kind of protect myself. That's the reason why I did say these things. So if you're wondering why I said these things at first, it's not you, Dcon, it's because of what NFC's done. I now have to do this for everyone. So to make sure they understand this is critique, this is review, and I'll say what's fact and what's not fact. So there will be no slandering involved. Anyway, or what is my opinion, I will say my opinion. So let's start off. Pretty much there's mostly positive things. There's only a couple of things that I'm going to get out of the way now. So the first thing I have noticed, I think that does really need to be addressed, is pricing of tables. Now, I will say one thing about it all. Someone called Natalie in the Dcon team did bend over backwards for me to make it as cheap as possible for me. Thank you, Natalie. You were awesome. So thank you very much. You did a brilliant job at what you did. But to be honest, guys, I think this is a big problem potentially. So if you can fix this now, that'd be brilliant. I felt like tables were still too expensive, even though Natalie did bend backwards for me and did actually, I think she did her absolute best to make it cheaper for me. But £260 for a table, I know you had a bit of square footage as well, extra, but I will get onto maybe a suggestion for that, is a little too much. Still, I made a £70 loss because of it, and I could have been actually more comfortable with actually, you know, I'm more comfortable paying £200 for what you provided. That's my advice. You don't have to take it, but my opinion is, and I know a lot of artists had the same complaint, and there was also a haggle system involved which people weren't aware of, so some people pay more than others, which can come across as unfair for certain artists. So that's what I got fed back to me, and I think it's important for you to have this feedback. Please do a set price and try and make it as cheap as possible for artists, because remember, even though we are a small business, we're not a proper shop or anything, so we don't have the money, if you know what I mean, to kind of pound into it. Most of us work secondary jobs, we're paying bills, we're paying everything out of our asses. So it would be nice to get that little bit of support from more artists by making a change. Like I say, because of what you provide, which is, and this is excellent by the way, they provide not just a table. Most cons, it's just a table, that's it, that's what you get. You don't just get a table, you get a small square of footage, So if I wanted to bring an extra table, for example, I can do it. The only thing I think you needed to make people aware of is the maximum of people that you can bring with me. Again, I can bring like literally 3 people with me. That was awesome. And this is why I think £200 would be a brilliant asking price for what you're doing, because you're not just buying table, you're buying seats. And I think you can bring roughly up to 4 people, I think, roughly. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Dcon. But I think that's kind of like the rough estimate, because as long as you're not taking the mick, I'm assuming that's how many. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But for everything you provide and a little square footage of your area for tables, I would honestly just charge 200 and then put like if we want walls, add like maybe stuff on extra bits for extra prices, because I think doing things that way would actually make us want to fork out more for stuff. For me, I wouldn't fork out for stuff like that. And the fact you provide free chairs, guys, seriously, that is awesome. I think cons should actually look at you guys and go, hold on, if they're providing chairs for free and just putting them to one side for the artists just to grab all stallers and all that, why not other cons? I mean, it obviously doesn't cost them any extra to get chairs out. So please, again, Dcon, please correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, if you could do stuff like that and go, okay, we've got tables, you've got artist table, we can give you walls for a little bit extra, we could do this, we could do that. That would be a godsend. I think that would be a really, really good way for you to kind of get people in. And like I say, and I think a 200 base asking price for a table square footage and to bring up to like 3 to 4 people with you, I would fucking pay that. I mean, then I would only make a £10 loss, and I would have been like, actually, it was worth my time or effort, because then I'm in there, and hopefully if I go in there next time, I'll hopefully get more sales if you play your cards right. This leads into my second criticism, and trust me, this is the only bad stuff. Advertisement. You did well on Saturday. We got loads of people in. I had 16 sales, and then Sunday, it just died. Like, literally, I'm not kidding you. It died, picked up a little bit at one point, then just completely died. I have never, ever in my life have seen a con that literally died on the second day. Even though it's a 2-day con. I've seen con being busy to the end, from start to finish. No matter how big or small they are. I haven't really been to many smaller cons, but to a lot of cons I've been to, even Anime and Gaming Con, when it was small, on my tour one year, I still saw people coming through. I still saw people flowing through. I still had sales going on and stuff like that. And that's the thing right there is, how can I put this? It's such a shame, because I had a really good first day and I had a dead second day, and I think there was other factors involved. I think you need to look in whatever these factors are and try to incentivize people to come to us. Because the problem is, at the end of the day, is I saw no return VIPs. I actually personally did not see. If there was, I didn't see them. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there was no returning VIPers and stuff like that, which is such a goddamn shame. And I think you need to do more with that. And that will lead to suggestions at the end, maybe ways to get more people in. But yeah, that's the only other thing I've got to criticise, is literally, I don't know if it was lack of advertisement, which I'm assuming it is for Sunday, or there was a lack of stuff. But yeah, I think whatever was going on, I think you need to kind of sit down and go, right, how do we advertise Dcon for next year? How do we make sure they come in every day and make sure they're spending money at artist tables or creators tables and vendors tables and stuff like that? Because remember, you are at the end providing us a service. So, stuff like that. And obviously, we shouldn't come in expecting to sell and make even every time. That's up to us and whoever's going to win to put in the grind. But still, we need the people coming in the first place. So that's your end of the bargain, if you know what I mean. You need to get the people in, and then we do our bit of selling. So Sunday was a really dead day, and it was so sad after we had a really good first day. So hopefully you'll take that into consideration. Please feel free to correct me anything I got wrong again, but that's how I saw it. now we got that out of the way, the negatives. Let's talk about I've got so many positives to talk about. It's fucking ridiculous. If you think the negatives were a bit long, even though there was only 2 points, you haven't heard anything yet. So it was a small con, but for a small con, you had a really wonderful community. Like, I have never seen a community, like, I thought MCM was positive. Like, when I saw a community like this, it was absolutely brilliant. There was so many different types of artists, different types of creators, different kinds of vendors. It was all about original content creators. And it was amazing. I actually liked that vibe. It reminded me of MCM of old, before MCM became, I'm going to be honest with you, MCM, you've become too big for your own shoes, and I think you've lost touch with what made you great in the first place. And it felt really great to have that feeling back, to see other creators, see other artists doing a lot of original stuff in there. Yeah, there was a few bits of anarchy in there, but at the end of the day, that's actually, we had a conversation with Ben Kefka, and I think I'm going to have him as a guest for a video talking about the problem with fan art and original creators and the friction it causes, and there's actually an easy solution around this. So if you want that kind of video, please let me know. Anyways, but our community was wonderful, and everything was original. Everything there was original in some way. Yes, there was some stuff there that was from other companies and that the vendors were selling, but at the end of the day, like, it wasn't Funko, maybe something original, Funko, maybe something original, Funko, and that's it. And then you got the artist alley, and then that's it. Like, that's what MCM has become, and it's really disappointing to see MCM doing that. And I do get why vendors do that. Funkos do sell. I really understand this, but it would have been nice to get a bit more original stuff there, or stuff a bit quirky or a bit different to comic and manga culture or anime culture or general geek culture in general. That goes, ooh, I like that. You know what I mean? Something that sticks out and makes you your store. I think you had a very good selection of creators, artists, vendors and stuff. It was amazing, and everyone I talked to was amazing. Even though I didn't leave the table much, but from what I didn't leave from the table, I talked to really nice people. The crowd was fantastic, and guys, I want more of that. And I think all the bigger cons like London and Film, everything else, need to really take a leaf out of your book. When we had questions, you were always quick to answer before con as well. The staff were really nice. And can I just say, I know this was probably weren't your security, but the security were fucking friendly as hell, and they were lovely geezers, and they were bantering, had a laugh with us and stuff like that. And it wasn't like MCM, you go like, sorry again, MCM, your security sucks because they've really got a bad attitude towards people. But the security with Dcon, amazing. The best security, I have to admit, I've ever seen in any bloody convention ever. And I'm not even saying that. Like, I've been to conventions and I've seen people got their own security, or they got their own buzz to do security. These guys were fucking phenomenally nice, and they were great security, and they made sure everyone got out when it was time. They made sure they were doing it in a friendly way. Alright, they did shout, but they weren't going, they were like, right, time to go out, you know, all that. And it was nice to see a friendly atmosphere, not just from the artists, but from the staff and the creators as well. My experience from purchase to, or questioning about purchasing, questioning about tables, to the end of con, the friendliness was absolutely off the fucking charts, and I hope you keep that up, because that is amazing. Seriously, keep going with that. The only thing I'll say is, please maybe give a little bit more information here and there, make it a little bit clearer. But other than that, amazing. Just make sure, obviously, when the free chairs are there, make sure we know it's there. I think that was one of the other little, but that's just more of a nitpick than anything. So seriously, well done for keeping it friendly. I've never seen, like I say, I thought MCM was friendly with the artist community. This was a whole other level of friendly, and it was lovely, and I loved every bit of that experience. So well done, Dcon. You have done an amazing job with service and stuff like that. If any of you want to chime in, if anything I might have missed, please put it in anyways down below before I carry on. The next part that I want to talk about is, well, I did say with the friendliness thing, is variety. Variety, fucking amazing. Again, there was like so many different things. There was people creating t-shirts, artists creating 3D stuff. We had vendors who were doing their own like figures and stuff, which was really cool, and stuff like that. You know, that was really, really cool. Like I actually love the fact that every store I walked to, there was something different. There was something original. There was something, even though it was geeky, it was like, it wasn't just Funko Pops. It was just everything different, and everyone had a chance to purchase their own sort of merchandise, if you know what I mean, in a way. So, but it's a bit different, and then you go, oh, what did you buy from Con? Oh yeah, I bought this Funko Pop. This was pretty cool, and I bought some Warhammer. You could go, yeah. If the con gets bigger, you could go, yeah, I bought a Funko Pop, but I caught this really cool model here that was produced by this creator or produced by this company. And yeah, I did get Warhammer. Yeah, it makes the talk about the convention a lot more exciting. The one thing though, sadly, I think they did miss out on an opportunity on, and this is not a down, this is more of a potential, and maybe there are some suggestions I do have. One, we need panels. Panels from maybe original comic artists, panels from original toy creators, stuff like that. Dcon, I think, is trying to find its own identity in England. And I think you got a really big chance to fill in a huge market, which has been now been made a big hole of, because MCM are over industrializing even our artists in Artist Alley. We've got London Film, who are treating their artists like shit and hiding them in the back. Hyper Japan has done the same thing. And again, guys, we know this is true. We've got evidence on Twitter. So MCM, London Film, Hyper Japan, I'm sorry, but you do need to be called out on this. And I think you need to take a leaf out of Dcon's book. You should have panels with stuff like that. Creators panels, like I say, toy maker panels, stuff like that. Panels for original content creators. I would love to do a chat about how to create your own books, from conception to copyright to printing. My advice, what places you go to get it printed for cheap, stuff like that. Stuff I can pass on knowledge that I have gained over the years. I don't even mind teaching how to draw a panel. I mean, I've been doing it for Movie Shack in Bexley. By the way, check them out. They're a brilliant store. I've been doing it for them. And I've also done once, like I do D&D after the artwork stuff to try and get people to exercise their imaginations and to help them build their story writing skills about their characters. And this is another opportunity. Why not, instead of just getting a famous D&D group in, why not form a D&D group for one-shots? Like, you could go, oh, does any of you play D&D? I go, yeah, I DM. If you got any players to play, I would love to do a panel of doing a 4-hour thing of, D&D and stuff like that. That would be fucking awesome. I would love to do it myself, but if you've got better people, go and do it. Seriously, I think you have an opportunity here to blow up. If you can get a couple of big name stores and a big name sort of company and comic creators here and there, I think you've got potential to be something big. And I think Designer Con should be about the creators, small or big. And I think you've got to hyper focus on that. So we go, okay, big toy creators, little toy creators. So what you can do, another suggestion, and I think this will be a fantastic idea, is have sections. So you have say Toy Town. We call it Toy Town, for example. So that's people who create their own toys, big companies who create toys for bigger, for big names, and stuff like that, or anime figurines, things like that. Or that people create their own sort of anime figurines, basically a lot of figurine stuff. So we call it Toy Town. And then you got what you say Artist Alley or Comic Village, where you got their own authors, creators, producing original content, stuff like that. And if you really want to do a fan artist alley, so that's where all the fan artists go. So people want to buy fan art, they can do that. If they want to get original content, they know exactly where to go for books and manga and comics and stuff like that. Maybe with a few big names here and there to try and get people to get footfall and stuff like that. You know, make it about creators. Make it about us, the people that try to get out there and try to build up their name. Because if you get a variety, instead of just going, oh yeah, we're a toy con, you go, yeah, but we got original content creators, we got artists, we got YouTubers, we got animators, we got this, we got that, we got a bit of everything, and they all got their own little sections and stuff like that. I think you could be fucking huge, and I think you could fill in that bloody market that needs to be filled. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just really passionate, and I just want to see that happen. And I think we need a con right now to stand up to the three big ones that are in London at the moment, because they feel like they can treat their artists like crap. They can go, oh yeah, we're just gonna be like industrial only, we're gonna be snobs and elitists about it, or we're just gonna treat artists like crap, and people, we don't give a shit because we know they're the only ones they can turn to for a London con. You could turn around and actually challenge them in that way and go, well, we treat our artists really well. We'll try and make it super cheap for them. And we've got little sections everywhere. And we're going to make this big. We're going to make this fun. We're going to have panels. We're going to have how to do stuff, how to create your own goddamn computer games and tabletop games. I mean, fucking hell, that would be awesome. Indie companies and big companies alike. And you could do conferences for all of us. Like maybe like you do like a 3-day con. So when we buy our table, the first day is just for us content creators visiting panels about other creators and, you know, seeing what we can do to make ourselves be out there and be a bit more exposed. Stuff like that. So, you know, you can add that into the bargain bin. Again, another idea to throw in the hat. Or just make it 3-day con and make everyone visit stuff. You know, this convention has huge potential. It just needs an identity, which I have suggested to maybe make it about creators and move forward with that. Because I feel like you've got that potential to rival the biggest cons that are around, and you can make it a geek culture con. So it doesn't specifically have to be anime, it doesn't specifically have to be TV, it doesn't have to be toys, stuff like that. Just make it specifically about creators in every aspect of the word. I mean, I will be all up for that. I mean, I'll be visiting panels about how to be a better Twitch streamer, because I'm a streamer myself, and I need to know how to push myself to be a better streamer and get myself out there. Because obviously with my dyslexia, it holds me back, and I need some sort of marketing tactic to help me with that, and stuff like that. So overall, it was a fantastic con. I had a really good time. The community was amazing. The variety of stalls was amazing. The artists were amazing. The staff was amazing. Everything was amazing all around. It was just a couple of problems. One, with the pricing, and two, with the sort of marketing and try to get people in every day and try and get that huge amount of foot traffic coming in every day that you're open, even though you're open for 2 days. Like we as people who are selling our products or try to get ourselves out there, we need that footfall to come in. It's like I say, Saturday was brilliant, but Sunday was but overall I had a really good time. Even though I made a £70 loss, I gained so much knowledge and experience, and I had the opportunity to talk to other artists in a real way compared to other cons, and I've learned a lot. I need to go up north if I really want to hit the good cons and stuff like that. I've actually learned a hell of a lot just by doing that. And I've been doing this for years, and the fact I've learned something new and I've grown out of it, and through my own defeat of not making my first loss, like I said in the video, I've learned and gained something out of it, and that's what's helped me. And I've had a lot of people who came to my store and gave me really kind comments, even though they didn't buy my books, and trust me, every word of that meant something to me. especially the lady who said from little acorns, mighty oaks grow, and I will be taking your advice to heart, love. Thank you so much, especially when sometimes things can get a little bit hard for content creators like us. I think that's all I've got for now. I've processed my thoughts. This is what I think. I give the con, I would say, a 7 out of 10. There needs to be issues to be ironed out. There is potential for growth. But for now, and this is nothing to do with you guys, I would have to sadly bow out until either A, the tables get cheaper, or B, it gets big enough for me to be worth me coming in and guaranteeing me the money back. But yeah, if you can lower the prices and advertise better, I think you've got potential to be a big con. Feel free to take my suggestions. If you know where you're going with it, feel free to just disregard my advice, because I'm no marketer, but I feel like there's a huge market to be filled in that area, and you can help us fill that market. The only other thing that I would have to say is they did get invited to go to the USA in California Dcon, which is apparently a lot more bigger over there, which was right next to Disneyland, and me and my wife got super excited. And it fell in November this year. And sadly, it's too last minute. The stuff is all expensive, sadly. I know you had deals, but people did take it up already, which was like, fuck. But I really wanted to go, but sadly, I'm gonna have to email and say I can't make it this year to Dcon in California, and I wish I did, because I know manga's big over there, and that would have been my one big opportunity to go over there and drop myself stateside and drop BTNS, have a foothold in the States, my manga series. But sadly I can't make it. But if you do want to get back to me and talk to me maybe about next year's, if you want to, I know it sounds really cheeky, but if you want to extend that offer free table for next year, sign me the fuck up, because me and my wife will be booking it as a holiday. We'll be booking the tickets, and we'll be like, yeah, we're taking that free table. We're gonna go Dcon, but before that, we're gonna take a little holiday with that as well. But yeah, that would be amazing. Obviously, I know I said holiday, but I've never been to America, so I would want to take it as a holiday so I could go sightsee, get some few little vids of California, just for the audience to see as well before the con and stuff like that. Seriously, Dcon, thank you so much for the experience. Thank you so much for helping me grow as a small content creator, in a way of, I'd say, I felt like I've gone more mature since this con, because it's opened my eyes. There are good cons out there, and there are cons who generally want to help creators out there, and the only reason I knew that was because Natalie bent over backwards again at the Dcon staff. Thank you very much, to make it as cheap as possible for me. You are fantastic. Thank you so much. Please keep trying to do the right thing for creators. This is James Vamp, the Lost Soul. The truth more this seems. See you all later. Look after yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. And I hope your good days will come. See you later.